So now click on image, save as, save wherever you want to save it, and we're done. Don't forget to save this main file, okay, just in case. You might think that I'm paranoid with saves, right? Well, let me show you saves for this sniper rifle, okay? See my point? I can go back in time anytime, to any stage I want of this gun and get parts from this gun that I want. I got almost, over 80 saves of this gun. Times 2 because the auto saves, right? From power save to me, some 160 saves. In short, I'm safe. So saving, disk space is really cheap these days. So keep saving. I mean, what stops you? So that's our render. I really like it, guys. So let's go to Photoshop and have some fun. In Photoshop, let's turn this off. We don't need it. And let's open this file. So I'm gonna be using add-ons, guys, in Photoshop because that's what I do. So you're more than welcome to get them as well, but I'm gonna give you some tips that should work for anything. I mean, for Photoshop without add-ons. First of all, I'm gonna boost the brightness because it's a little bit dim. Yeah, we boosted exposure, but it's a little bit dim. You see, it's a bit on the dim side, so we're gonna bring it up a bit. Yeah, and open the shadows just a teensy bit, and drop the highlights because they're a bit harsh, and whites too, they're a bit harsh. And now what I'm going to do is grab the brush. I'm going to grab clarity and texture, and I'm going to open the shadows too, and I'm going to paint over just the gun. Yeah, mainly the top, okay, but I want it to stand out from this whole image. Boom, and that's the difference, right? Massive, right? Next thing, I'm gonna use infinite color. The first one actually wasn't too bad. Oh, this one is. I'm done. That's it. That's my color. I love it. It's a little bit dark though. So what we're gonna do is let's see which one is causing this crazy contrast. This one. Let's turn it off. Let's actually switch it back from normal to color. There we go. And I think that's the one. This one darkens too, but that's fine. In fact, we could remove it from the blacks. So we're gonna do something like this. We're gonna split it, hold Alt. Oh, come on. Split it with holding Alt. You can split this slide a little bit. And we peachy. And that's it. And now let's grab some text. And this is gonna be a supernova. And I really like this font, so I'm gonna keep it. Now we could actually drop it in here, you see how beautifully this curves. This is perfect for this. And somewhere here you could, for example, drop a logo of a company or something and leave this open, okay? So this would work for me, right? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change the font to something a little bit different. This would work too, but I want something really sci-fi. These fonts, by the way, you can download from internet. They just type SciFi fonts, and you'll find tons of them. You can just look up the name of the font I'm using as well. This one isn't bad, but that's not what I want. There's one really wide, and that's the font I want. Don't remember the name, but we're gonna get there eventually. That's the one. So now I'm gonna grab this one and move it in. Oops, not that. Move this one in here. Control T to enter the free transform, and drop it in here. Make it smaller, a little bit taller, and this is way too big, right? So make it smaller. Hold Shift and make it a little bit taller, but not too much, because it needs to be. Put it somewhere here, maybe even here. Nope, here is fine. Positioning is also tricky. Yeah? It's not that easy. Let's grab a new font and anti-material sniper cannon, and Let's grab a different font here. Let's go to the top. Oh, come on. That's not what I want. I can't remember which one it was again. I go by the looks, not by the names. Just like in real life. I need to see it to know if I like it. This could work actually. Because what we're gonna do is Control T, make it really small, and make it really narrow. You can zoom in to see better, hold space and move with your mouse. And then we're gonna align it. It's important to align your text very, very precisely, okay? So the end of the text needs to match with the end of the text on top. And this one doesn't, so we need to be more precise here. There we go, that's too far. These are those small details that actually can make or break the image, okay? Yeah, make it smaller. Hold shift and you can move it up. Don't move it too close. Now we're looking. We're looking perfect. And then I'm going to actually drop the fill on both. We could change it to a black text, to be honest, and make it charcoal gray. See how this is gonna look. Not too hot. This one is better. And you could drop a name in here too, you know, like for example, some kind of a name of a producer. I don't know. Careful Labs. Or maybe even Alpha Labs. There you go. And you could come up even with some kind of logo or something if you wanted to. Let's make it a bit smaller. No, definitely not slanted. That would be a bad idea. It doesn't have to be prominent, you see. It has to be there, but not too prominent. Also, this text is way too strong as well. So I'm gonna select both of them and, you know, drop it. Now the bottom text should be less visible than the top one. So do something like this, you see. And this one is first, this one is second, this one is third. So the eye is gonna jump, and that looks good. That looks good to me. Now let's Control Shift Alt E, which is a mouthful, and I'm gonna go to Nik Collection, and I'm gonna go to Color Efex Pro. Well, that took awfully long time. And I'm going to go to Pro Contrast here. I'm going to see if I can boost it just a little bit, not too much, just a bit, yeah. Don't boost it in shadows, that's important, so I'm gonna remove the shadows from this calculation. And that should help. Yeah, it did help. And now I'm gonna bring it to, actually copy it, Control J, and I'm gonna bring it to Camera Raw. And I'm gonna drop a delicate vignette. So I'm gonna drop a delicate vignette around, just you know, really smidgen. I'm gonna feather it, and that would do. This is just a little bit of closing on the image. You can barely see it, but and then probably gonna add a bit more blue to it, but I don't know. Let me see. Maybe it's already enough. Yeah, a bit more blue, maybe just in shadows. Remove it from the highlights. and change it to color so it doesn't affect luminosity. Nice. Is right click and flatten the image, and then you save your JPEG. And then we're done, guys. So Ctrl-0 to bring it to the full view. And that would be our finished render of the gun. Well, congratulations on finishing this course. It was an amazing journey. I think we've done a fantastic job on this one. So you see, even with the most basic materials from Blender, it does look really good. Of course, you could use some wear and tear, but you know, guns happen to be new at some point, right? So you could add some damages to it and scratches and whatnot. Of course, metal textures would help a bit. But what I want to show you guys is that you really can use the most basic tools and still make it look amazing, right? So anyway, thank you so much for participating in this course. I hope you learned something new and you enjoyed it. And well, hope to see you in the next one, guys. All the best. Thanks for watching. Take care now.